Hey everybody, Josh with you here again today. We're going to review the new Redline by Nebo. It's a pretty new flashlight manufacturer. They actually have a couple of other kinds of products, outdoors gear, stuff like that. Inside, we've got a little information pamphlet, tells you how to use the flashlight. And the flashlight, and you can feel batteries are inside of it. That's kind of odd because some places, if they use a inferior quality of battery, and I've even seen it happen with Duracells actually, the batteries can corrode inside of the flashlight, and that's really bad. But these ones are not corroded, so I guess it doesn't matter. Feels pretty light. It's got a real nice grippy surface. It's got smooth edges and it's got stippled edges. It also has a number of different planes here, so you get a hold of the flashlight and you really hold on to it. The weight of it is 125.9 grams, or 4.444 ounces. Oops, wrong button. It will go into a lanyard quite well because of these flat surfaces. It'll also go into a flashlight rail or mount. I've already checked it. It's 0.98, I think, inches on the flat side and 1.06, I think, on the rounded edges. So this portion of the flashlight will go into one of those quite easily. Flashlight ring is what UTG calls it. The bezel, however, is larger and rounded because it has a focus ability, and we're going to go into features now. Of course, we got the tactical front end. It is focusable, but it also has this gnarly cap on it that is actually quite sharp. It just tears shit up. So that's the most aggressive one I've seen, and the previously most aggressive one was UTG, and this is way beyond that. This one actually goes in your hand a little better too, so you could really bonk somebody with it. And let's see, we've got a magnetic back cap. There you go. My stainless steel is apparently ferrous, and it is magnetic. So you got to be careful having that around a computer, by the way. That can still screw with your hard drive. And it's got a glow-in-the-dark button, which is pretty rare and pretty cool. There's a special edition version that has a light indicator, and it has a belt clip. This one doesn't have that. And it's also 250 lumens, as opposed to this one being 220 lumens. I don't see the point for 30 lumens, to be honest, but the belt clip and the battery indicator are pretty damn cool. It's mostly aluminum. It does have a... the front part doesn't actually come off, but the back cap does have a rubber gasket in there, so it is water resistant. And they specifically say that. Their flashlights are water resistant. They're not supposed to be waterproof, so don't throw this in a bucket of water and leave it for 2 hours and come back and say, oh, your flashlight's a piece of shit. They never said it was waterproof. But it will be water resistant. So I won't do the test that I did with the Maglite. At 100%, you've got 4 hours, and go down to 110 lumens, which is actually on par with even half of the modern Surefires or anything else in the market. 8 hours. 8 hours, as opposed to the 2 hours that your average CR123A flashlight runs. And if you go down to 22 lumens, you've got 15 hours. Or in SOS and strobe, you got 72 hours. So if you get stuck in the middle of nowhere and you got this flashlight, you're going to have strobe longer than you'll have water. So this is plenty good. I guess you probably heard me talk enough. Let's go ahead and flip off the light here, and we'll see just how bright this thing looks. You can see it's starting to glow already, and this thing hasn't even been outside, so it'll glow good. That's the normal main power mode. It starts off in a room illuminator mode, and then if you zoom it or focus it, you get a nice little beam for long range, or if you need just a little bit more light on a specific area. It does have the little I don't remember what you call that. It's got a couple of rings there, but that's because of this plastic ring on the back. But anyways, it does have a center point, the hot point. Number 2 at 110 lumens is still pretty damn bright. And you go down to the 22 lumens, and you know, it still puts off plenty of room or light to see in a room, but it's not especially bright. And we go down to SOS, and it works at full power mode. And oh, that hurts my eyes. Strobe, and back. Now, if you make the mistake of turning this flashlight onto SOS mode or something else that you wouldn't normally use, and you leave it for 20 seconds, it will revert back to full power mode, which is really handy. I've had a lot of people complain about the UTG lights because they have memory, and when you put it to a setting, it stays on a setting. Well, this one doesn't do that. This one stays for 20 seconds, and then it reverts back to normal mode. Which is better for most people. We've covered most of the features. I'm going to try to get an outdoors video of this so you can see just how far that beam actually goes. They claim it's good for 150 yards, which is pretty good. That means that SOS is really reaching out there. This is Josh with the Nebo Redline. I review it out of an unboxing review. I'd call it a 4 out of 5. It's an awesome little light. It could be a little better. I mean, you know, it could have a machine gun on the side of it, or it could have a blade coming out one side of it, you know, but as it is, this is a pretty awesome little flashlight. Once we take it outside and see if it actually stands up to all of the things that it claims, it'll probably be a 5 out of 5. This is Josh with the Nebo Redline. We like it. Thumbs up. It already passes. It's recommended gear. If I forgot to tell you how much it costs, it's about $36 for this model, or $39 for the special edition. Thanks, everybody.